Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the second round of the 2015 NHL playoffs right now. We're talking with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. We're going to take a look at the series odds for Tampa Bay and Montreal. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks for being back with us.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Loshak.
All right, Joe, you've been kicking ass for a long time in general in sports betting and kicking ass again this year with the NHL and NBA playoffs and baseball. How are things going at OffshoreInsiders.com?
Fantastic. We're finally coming off of a rough day in baseball yesterday, at least when we record this on Thursday, but things have been great long-term, and really they've been great long-term for more than a quarter century.
Tampa Bay and Montreal, what a tough series to handicap here, right? Right now at Pinnacle, Montreal's minus 109 to win the series. Tampa Bay minus 103 on the other side. Montreal has home ice, and, you know, I guess this is all just about carry price versus Tampa Bay's depth, right? I mean, you know, Montreal, we know that everything, it's all about carry price with them, right? If he has a 940, 950, 960 save percentage in this series, they probably take the series, right? They have trouble scoring. Tampa Bay is obviously much deeper in all areas on offensively, you know, all the way down the line. Their first line, their second line. But they didn't really score that much in the Detroit series, not nearly like what they did in the regular season. They were able to pull that one out in 7 games. Here, though, they're going up against Carey Price. That's just a tough assignment. I don't know how you handicap this series. I guess it's just, I don't know. It's a coin flip to me. What's your take on the series, Joe?
I agree with you 100%, Peter. Carey Price, that is the key word to this series, or the two key words for this series. Look, the Lightning, they went 5-0 against the Canadiens this season. They dominated them 21-8, and they've, including winning all 3 in Montreal. We're going back to last year. They won 5 straight. Also revenge, where Montreal swept Tampa in the first round, but last year Tampa was without Ben Bishop in goal, and we know how important the goaltending is. Really, the advantages to Tampa Bay, other than Carey Price, and that's not really a statement against Bishop. It's just how good Carey Price is. Carey Price, a candidate for the Hart Trophy, had one of the great years ever. We know that he's a heck of a goalie. He was hurt last year in the playoffs, and that may have pretty much cost Montreal a realistic shot at the Stanley Cup. He's been great in the Olympics. He's been great in big games. So Tampa Bay is the better team. Montreal, they rely really on their top 2 defensemen. Subban, of course, is perhaps the best defenseman in the league, but as you said, Tampa's got the depth. They've got the scoring. They're not weak in goal, but they don't have a goalie named Carey Price. So I do think that Carey Price could be, in fact, he will be the difference maker.
You think so? So maybe though the best way to bet this one is just that it goes 7 games. I mean, you actually will get small underdog odds on that one. The Lightning in 7 is plus 537, and the Canadiens in 7 is plus 429. So you risk 200, and if it goes 7, one of them loses. That's a nice payout, though. You know, do you think there's any way that this game doesn't go, that this series doesn't go 7 games? I
actually have Montreal in 6 because I think Carey Price is that good. He's probably going to steal a couple games in which Montreal was outplayed. But of course, a 7-game series would not surprise me at all. It's, you know, it's an interesting series of matchups where Tampa Bay, as we said, has the depth, but the last line of defense, Montreal may have the best goaltender in the universe right now. But I actually think Montreal will win it in 6 will be my official prediction.
All right. Even betting the series that the series goes 6 or 7 games, I mean, you have to pay a pretty steep favorite price for that one, but that might have some value there. So your lean is Montreal in 6. That right now pays plus 604. You're not concerned about Montreal's lack of defense. And Ben Bishop, you know, inconsistent, but he can be very good. He can be great. Maybe he doesn't have to have that much. It just depends on how much the Canadiens will be able to pressure him offensively. What do you think?
I definitely think what Tampa is going to do, they're going to probably dump the puck into the defensive zone and work Markov and, of course, PK Subban big time, see if they can wear down Montreal's tough defense. In reality, maybe if it does go 7 games, that could be an advantage to Tampa if there's a few overtimes here, and that would certainly be an advantage to Tampa Bay in their depth. But I do think that will be Tampa Bay's goal, to really try to wear down the top-heavy but very thin defense of Montreal. But you're right. There's no question that Bishop, he's capable of taking this team to the Stanley Cup with the team that he's got in front of him. but still, all in all, I mean, I do love Carey Price. The guy's proven he's a big-time goaltender.
Well, my pick on the series is going to be that it goes 6 or 7 games. You have to pay a favorite price for that, but I think both these teams are going to win at least 2 games here. And you're leaning Montreal, and if you had to make a bet, you think the best value is Montreal in 6 plus 604?
You got it, sir.
All right, thanks so much. Interesting analysis. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com.